What's going on, Vol Nation? I'm back with you for another video. Today's video is going to be all about 2018 defensive recruits. I'm making this video today because I won't make one like usual on Wednesdays. I hope y'all understand. If you have any idea on what the next video should be that I put out, put it in the comments. Again, just like this video and subscribe to my channel if y'all want. It really means a lot, especially when y'all comment. The first defensive recruit that we have would be Greg Emerson. He's a ESPN top 300 prospect, or was a prospect. He's a Tennessee boy, defensive tackle. From what I've seen, he looked really great on the highlights, but they are just highlights. They're meant to make a player look great. He's a very high 4-star. I would even consider him maybe as a 5-star. Next, we have Jordan Allen. Now, I really like this boy. He's a 4-star, ESPN 300 prospect as well. California native. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's from San Francisco. He's a defensive end, but he was a wide receiver. So he's got some speed to him. He can set the outside edge very well. Next, we have Emmett Gooden. He's a 4-star as well, 300 prospect. He's from Kansas, and he's a defensive tackle. I've seen a little bit of his highlights, but that I would say was probably a couple months ago. Next, we would have 3-star John Mincy out of Georgia. He's a defensive end as well. So that makes 2 defensive ends already. Next, we have Trayvon Flowers. He's a 3-star out of Georgia as well. Safety. It's always great when you get safeties in your class, because they're basically like the captain of the team. They're the quarterback of the defense. I would have to say he must be really academically smart. That has to transfer over to the football field as well. Next, we have Karat Garland. He's a defensive end as well, out of Georgia. That makes 3 defensive ends in the 2018 class. 3-star as well. But one thing I've noticed out of all these 3-stars out of Georgia is they're ranked really high, like in, I don't know how you would call it, but in decimals. Very high 80 numbers. Next, we have Kingston Harris. Florida boy, defensive tackle. He's a 3-star. Don't know much about him. Didn't find out much about him. Next, we have Brandon Davis. He's a 3-star. Came out of New Orleans. He's a cornerback. I see this boy as a very great project, but as bad as we need cornerbacks, he will most definitely see playing time this year. Next, we have Kenneth George Jr. He's a 3-star, Texas boy, cornerback. So, if I'm not mistaken, Kenneth George Jr. was ranked higher than Brandon Davis. I could be wrong. And these last 2 players, they have yet to enroll, but they have signed their letter of intent. I try to find out some more about J.J. Peterson, Georgia boy, outside linebacker, but there hadn't really been anything said on him since early June. Uh, his coach said that he really wants to come to Tennessee, but he's just finishing up some classes. I don't know what to think about that. Let's hope that he does make it to Tennessee. He's supposed to be here in the late summer, so anytime now. The last thing I heard that is the second semester of summer starts July the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have Brent Lawless. He's a 4-star, Tennessee boy, defensive tackle. Now, in my last video, I said that Ollie Lane had not yet enrolled to Tennessee, and I was clearly mistaken. It was actually Brent Lawless. I don't see how I got the two mistaken, but it happens. Yeah. From what I see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 players that's more than likely going to have to play on the defensive side. We're really short all over the ball, offensive and defensive. The only place that we really have a plethora of is at the quarterback position and running back. These two cornerbacks, I really see them having to get snaps, play in, play out, play in, play out. Depending on the scheme that we will run, because we won't just run a 3-4 defense the whole time. You got to switch it up, or the offense will learn from you. They'll key on your positions and expose your weaknesses. I don't see how much more I could go over about these recruits. Let's see how many defensive ends we got. We got 1, 2, 3 defensive ends. What that shows me is that we're really trying to set the outside edge, more like what Alabama did. So I will think that it's more of an Alabama scheme. I think this will play well with Alabama, because with Jalen Hurts returning, let's say he gets some snaps. Who knows if he starts this year, honestly, because I'll be danged if I look up any Alabama stuff. But let's say Jalen Hurts comes in. Now, he always likes to run to the outside edge. I think this will play well into the defensive part of Tennessee. But I'm going to go ahead and stop the video there. Again, like this video if you liked it. Go subscribe to my channel if you want. And comment. That means a lot to me. Share the video if you feel like sharing it. If you have any ideas on what the next video should be, you're more than welcome to tell me, because, be honest, I'm not really sure what the next video will be, but I do have some great ideas. As always, I hope y'all are having a good day, and go Vols, baby!